Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Old World, continuing our game as Rome. We're up to 5 cities now, but we still got a lot of work cut out for us to kind of get our economy under control. We're losing a decent amount of money, still losing some wood, or lumber, or whatever it is. I guess it's wood. We're building a lumber yard over here, so hopefully that takes care of that. We're building a hamlet over here that'll take care of a little bit of the money situation, and hopefully we can get everything kind of under control quickly enough. Our character is relatively old. He's 53, so he's getting a little bit up there. I'd like to finish this ambition before he dies, because it's a pretty easy ambition to knock out, and then that'll get us 2/10 of the way to winning the game, which would be really cool. So we'll go ahead and end the year, and when it becomes our turn again, once we get our workers back around, we'll start building some more granaries. Carthaginian merchants escorted by armed soldiers arrive in the capital to negotiate a new trade deal. The deal: Carthage requires a generous gift of gems, or they will send their armies against us. Great. How crazy strength? Much stronger. Now, we could build some units to go against that. We could also just send them some gems to just appease them for now. I don't know if I really want the war right now. We're not literally ready for war right this second. I feel like we've got to appease him just for a moment, but I do need to immediately start working on some military. So we'll appease him for now, but then I will immediately start working on my military. I think that's pretty critical at this point. I'm going to also move these units over here in anticipation that this guy's going to start like coming at us soon. I'm going to move you there. I'm going to move you up to there. Chariot, I'm just going to kind of move nearby and kind of go with that. I think that's going to be, just be ready. He's about to start something, I'm sure. Got a couple workers. We did just use a lot of orders, unfortunately, but I think it was critical to get our military moved up as quickly as we can. We don't really have a good granary location near these farms over here. I mean, we could put one down here, which might be okay. We could at least put a couple farms around it. That's probably okay, actually. I'm just going to come over here and... Why can't I not put a... Oh, we need a lot of lumber. Yeah, we got to get that taken care of then, so never mind. That is not really going to help us. I mean, it's a good quarry site, to be fair, so that might be something we should do instead. But I feel like our stone stuff is okay for the moment. I'm just going to move the scout just a little bit more and just be happy with that. Use up all the orders that way. This discontent level is hard to deal with. Pretty hard to deal with. Alright, so what production do we want here? We do definitely need to start working on some military units at some point to get a few more of those. I feel like our technology is not that great, though. I mean, we need to get some better types of units. We now know that the treasury does add some money, like, I guess, semi-permanently. I don't know how long. Maybe it is permanent. It's hard to say without knowing more about it, but I assume it is. So I think we knock out the treasury for sure. And then probably go ahead and move into a... I don't know. Let's do another slinker and start with that. See how that goes. You over here, same thing. I think we need to start with your treasury pretty quickly here. I might have you build your own unit, but we'll start with the treasury for now. We've already got the festival going at least a little bit, so at least gets us some culture. And we'll do that for now, and we'll come back to you. A worthy or wealthy trader from Antium arrives from a recent expedition flush with gifts for the court. How do we respond? We need a merchant on the court. What does he do for us? Would be a tutor. Don't know if we need another tutor. Or we could show our appreciation. Oh, yes, that would be nice to get a big chunk of money right now. I mean, if we didn't already have the scientific tutor, maybe there's a benefit to having more than one tutor, but I feel like for right now, it just feels like a little bit excessive. So I think we'll just take the money and be very happy with that. Heir education. Time passes quickly, but you still remember the birth of Duchess Amelia, but she is growing up fast and eager to learn. Is this my daughter? Yeah. Would you like to educate Duchess, or how would you like, or yes, I'm sorry. Would you like to educate Duchess Amelia? So we've already got a couple good generals. Honestly, some commerce. Do we have anybody that's good in commerce? It's my brother, my nephew. What is he? What do we do with him? He's got charisma at this one. I'm not seeing. What? Oh, he's an orator, I guess. Maybe that's rhetoric or something. I don't remember. I think we should do commerce. I feel like money is probably a situation we're dealing with right now. Let's go that route. Okay, let's go to our military first. You are going to go ahead and fortify there. You are going to scooch up on this hill behind him. And then you are going to scooch up on this hill next to him. We'll just at least get those guys in place just in case Carthage decides to start something. We have a little bit of... I mean, they just put us in a position where they can get first dibs. So maybe I should actually back these guys up one, which wouldn't make a huge difference, but it's something. I don't know. I just kind of want to get these guys prepared. So let's go to our workers. So we did solve a little bit of our lumber situation. Another lumber mill, probably not the worst idea in the world, just because we have positive, but it's not a lot positive. And we definitely want to get those granaries down. I think I will do another lumber yard. Guess we get a bonus for the river, which makes a lot of sense. Lumber. Yeah, this is basically the best one to get. Does only leave us 2 orders. We want a garrison, which wouldn't be bad. Can also build a shrine of Vulcan. +2 culture per year. I probably feel like that needs to be in our capital. Actually, that's right. All of them always do +2 culture per year. This one gives us a little bit more mining output, which we do have the ore here, but I feel like the mines would be better up here because presumably, yeah, we have a gem mine, we have the ore, we have the gold. Yeah, definitely we want the mining one up on that side of things. So then the other one was what? A little bit of a kind of military stuff. Yeah, I just don't feel like either one of those is necessary for right here. I may just send you up here to just help this guy out. Let's cycle through our units real quick. Okay, you just did the mine, yes? Yeah, got the salt mine. A gem mine, do we have that set up? Yes, we do. Okay, good. Quarry, there's a pretty good quarry over here. There's another mine up there. Actually, that would be really good. So we'll move you up that direction. And that's all my orders. All right, at least the military settled, so we're good there. We can use our orders for other things now. A family friend paid a visit to Duchess Amelia's school and sends a glowing report about the heir's progress. She appears happy and healthy, and she's excited to return home and take her place in court. The future looks bright. Give her some XP or give her some charisma, which would be better for the long term, I think. And it gives us the global stuff. I mean, this is great, but I think in the long term, this is probably a little bit better. I mean, XP could give her some more bonus points as well, to be fair. All right, so what do we got? You guys, I guess, don't fortify. Fair enough. So we'll just leave you guys be. You were going to, well, at some point build a granary, which we can probably afford now. Pretty expensive though, so probably not the smartest move until we get a little bit more lumber. You were definitely going to do the, not the quarry. Man, we need lumber for everything. We'll come back to you, scouts. You guys okay? Don't I have another one? I guess it's a scout. All right, so let's kind of move up this way then. And do some exploration here. See what we can find. All right, this guy's moved. These guys are not going to move. So it's really just you. We got 10 orders left. Plenty of orders to do something. I think I did say I was going to move you up here, maybe. Which I think I will go ahead and start moving you up that way. We can still put a granary up there somewhere once we have enough lumber for that, which not going to be easy. Is there a way to just tell you to chill? I kind of do want to promote you. I mean, I know we're trying to save up to 2,000 points. It's pretty close to the promotion, though. I feel like this would be really good for us. I mean, bonus versus damage units, we can make him like kind of be a follow-up action. Feels pretty good, actually. I think we'll do that. I don't think we're going to promote you right now. Although, bonuses for infantry, bonus versus melee. All of those are really, really good. I think we're okay without that. All right, let's go ahead and end our turn here. I think this is a good start. Wishing to do their part in the fate of Ostia, eager citizens have offered to journey out into the wilderness and scavenge for food. How shall we respond? Venture forth in support. Gets a lot of food. You're not needed now, which would get us more orders this turn, but I don't think we're going to need the orders this turn. So I think we'll just take the food. If we don't need it, we can sell it. So I think that's going to be just fine. So you're doing good. You are moving up here to plop this bad boy down, which I assume we need lumber for. Yeah, we definitely need a lot of lumber. That one might be too expensive. Is there something that we can build that just doesn't need lumber? Apparently a hamlet does not need lumber. Let's go build a hamlet. It needs stone, which we have some, not a ton, but some. Let's go and get the hamlet built. I think that's okay. You're just doing some more explorations, which I'm okay with. Just really get us a view of what Carthage is doing back here. Probably not going to be happy that I'm in his territory, but that's all right. And then just 2 military units. There we go. Still has some orders left over, but hey, they get sold for money, so not a problem. Guess that's everything. We're still just kind of building stuff as we can everywhere. Treasures being built, things like that. That should put us hopefully back into the positive on the money side of things pretty soon. Greece has begun construction of the Ishtar Gate. I mean, it would be good to build some wonders. Maybe we should take a look at that here in a minute. See if there's any wonders that we could build. Let's see, we got a decision here. Simone, the foreigner, the diplomat, an esteemed member of the Persian court, arrives with a special request. He wishes to remain in Roma as a foreign ambassador, living among our people, but supporting the cause of his fellow Persians abroad. The honorary position would include a spatial home and access to the court, but it would certainly bolster relations with Persia. And we can accept it. Does make Persia happy with us, which, I mean, he's pretty happy with us. Or we can refuse. Does lower his opinion, but again, he's pretty happy with us. That would actually lower unhappiness in Rome. I would say, yeah, that's fine with this. I think lowering their stuff a little bit, make our people a little bit happier. Probably okay. I mean, we're still positive. We're still fine. All right, Mr. Scout. Just come over here. See if there's anything over there. Not really. I'll just kind of keep scouting you around. And that's everything. Wow, these are some pretty quick turns. Not a lot to do because everything's already working right now. Hey, at least we're getting a lot of orders that we can sell for money, so that's a positive. About to finish our apprentice acolyte here. All right, so you finished the lumber thing there. I mean, I kind of feel like another one would actually be useful because I feel like we're just in such a hole with the lumber and we're going to need so much more in the long run that I kind of agree with this. It's not an amazing one. It does get a bonus for being adjacent to one, which is kind of cool. So if I put like a little pocket of them here, they would benefit from each other. I could also chop some lumber to get a kind of an immediate boost. But we'll go ahead and pop this one down. It's not amazing, but it's something. Can I harvest this? Sure. Get a little bit of money that way. You still have a little bit of movement left. Carthage looks pretty big. A little intimidating. And I think that's everything. Beneventum, sorry. Beneventum. I can say it, I promise. Beneventum has finished treasury, but it's already working on its slinger now, which is okay. Yep, that is into that turn. Still haven't built any more granaries, but it's partly because of the lumber issue. I'm now known as the Wise. Oh, look at me. Look how old I am. Oh, wow. Getting old. Okay, I got to deal with. I gotta get these granaries down quick and in a hurry because I am not quite literally not getting any younger. A general retired. I guess we could take maybe probably I guess we're gonna have to take him because I don't want her to stop being a tutor. Although plus 28% crit chance is pretty nice. This actually gives us a little bit of XP per year, which is kind of cool. Sure, we'll go ahead and plug him in charge. A little bit of free XP is pretty good. Without warning, Carthage. Okay. I think we'll levy the war tax. Hi, Carthage. How are you? I just put a general in charge, so that guy can't move, which is not great. I definitely think we need to move over here towards just better units. Spearman's kind of jumping out at me as a potential, especially if they're good against the elephants, since I'm assuming the elephants count as mounted, maybe. Feels like a really good one to go with. Scientists in Roma claim to have discovered a new species of spider in the streams and tributaries near the city. These fascinating creatures bury themselves deep in mud layers, striking up at their prey from below. What shall we do with them? Pass them off as a rare collector's item. I don't feel like we're in dire need of the money now, so I think that's okay to skip that one. Send an expedition to learn about them. A bit of free science would help us get to the phalanx quicker. Or encourage citizens to report anything else of interest. Could lead to future events. I mean, I like the science, but future events sounds kind of interesting, I'll be honest. Piques my interest. All right, so yeah, we got to get you out of Dodge. Or at the very least, make sure we kind of put you on some semi-defensive terrain every time we move you. I don't know if you're actually hidden there or not. I'm going to probably just leave you there. I mean, we could go and strike out against this guy, but I'm not sure if that benefits us or not. I'm tempted to just sit here and let him come to me. Maybe that's a mistake because that means he gets the first attack. But if I venture out, then he's probably just going to come at me anyway. I'm just going to sit here for a minute. We got a slinger coming in 4 turns. It's not super fast. But we're just going to sit here and just be ready to accept whatever comes our way. Could go ahead and promote one of these guys, like promote this guy up. I mean, if we pull him back to urban, he would get a pretty big boost. I'm going to give him the boost towards melee. I know we're trying to save it to 2,000, but I just feel like giving these guys boosts, making them as strong as they can be right now, is probably a really good idea for us. Idle cities. Man, that's unhappiness stuff is pretty rough. I mean, we could do a warrior slinger, but we're so far away from the front. I don't know, is this really good for us or not? I mean, getting a little bit of free civics is a thing, but not really amazing. It only takes 1 turn, though, which is kind of interesting. Tempted to do another festival, and we've only done it once. Gets a little bit more culture coming in again. I mean, we're going to need more military units, to be fair. Let's just do a warrior. We're going to need it. We'll be able to get him to the front line. Antium. Same kind of thing here, like a warrior slinger or something. Just to get him to the front line might be a really, really good idea. Plus, they can upgrade later on to a spearman or a maceman. We're about to hit level 2 on discontent, though, which is not great. Oh, we can do level 2 treasury. Yeah, I'm assuming that's because we're developing now. Yeah, let's do a level 2 treasury. Oh, that's how we got to the festival level 2. That makes a lot of sense. We'll start with the treasury. We may do the other one here in a moment. All right, I think that's all we can do right now. Here's the scary thing. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling we may end up losing a unit pretty quick and in a hurry here. I mean, he's fortified up, so maybe we're okay. You just chill, buddy. Maybe you're hiding in the scrub. I don't know if you hide in the scrub. I think you can hide in the forests. Oh yeah, we're about to lose this guy pretty quick and in a hurry. Yeah, look at that. Fortified or not, did not matter. Chilly distance seems to separate you from your wife, Mandana, and it only grows colder. She has asked for time in your busy schedule to be together to rekindle the passion. How should we answer? We can, there's no time, or we can make, it's important, make it happen. Wow, it takes really 5 orders. Now, I don't think we're going to be moving that much this turn anyway, so maybe the loss of orders is not a big deal. We're pretty old, so is the love really going to matter? Maybe not, but yeah, why not? Would be nice. Oh, they have a lot of units. I think we're about to lose some units, or lose some cities pretty quick and in a hurry. I mean, we can retreat back to the safety of our city, so to speak. I don't know if it's really that safe. I mean, I think we've got to at least try and do something here. Every turn we're going to be losing something, I bet. I mean, he's damaged, so we do get the bloodthirsty boost. Pretty sure this guy's dead here this next turn. Between the archers and other things. Those elephants, oh, rough. We have another slinger coming out in a couple years. Probably a couple years too late. We definitely need to choose production in Roma. Let's get another warrior up to the front. Try and get that as quickly as possible, although we're not really producing that quickly. This may be the end of us. Now that Duchess Amelia has completed her study of commerce, how should she contribute to the court? Should we be a commander, which I don't think we need. A schemer, general or spy master. Does lower courage, which lowers our global training stuff, but it does give us more science. This one's a net of 3. This one's a net of 4, if you want to look at it that way. Leader mission can adopt child. Can use legitimacy to buy orders. +2 orders per war. Scouts always hidden. That's interesting. It's a really tough one, actually. I mean, she's our second, like, in line, so she's very likely not going to ever be a leader anyway. So at that point, I think it comes down to which one gives us the bonus that we want. More science. I mean, +5 science. That's almost, it's about what, 8% of what we have right now. It's not terrible. It does lower this a little bit. We're actually getting pretty good on that, though. I'm going to take this for the wisdom. Getting like these phalanx and things like that out as quickly as possible. Probably a really good thing for us. All right, so you have presumably built, yeah, the gold mine. Could build a garrison, which actually probably is a really good idea. Gives us enable city governor, enable stronghold, +20% defense. Probably a really good idea. Still want the granary. Let's do the garrison. Just try and help some protection stuff. Okay, let's keep moving you around, I guess, for now. Don't really have much else to do with you anyway. All right, I'm just going to stop you there. You're good. Oh, that's all of our orders. All right, let's see how bad it is. We may lose both these units, honestly. Wouldn't surprise me. Yep, those are the elephants. Definitely have to back the slinger up if he still survives, which he probably won't. I think we're going to lose this city. Oh, wow, they have a lot of units. They have a lot of units. After a visit to an ascetic retreat, is that how you say it? Retreat. Your daughter, Duchess Amelia, returns to the palace, moved by her experiences. She wonders about the role of humanity in the greater cosmos, unsure if a person should question their place or submit to a higher authority. She asks about your views on religion and philosophy. A life of curiosity will serve you well. She does get some. We get some science. Might help finish the phalanx. Maybe too little, too late. She becomes keen, which is pretty cool. Or we can get some culture in Rome. And she becomes pious, which does give us some money as well. Keen versus pious. I don't... she's a governor. We get new XP for ranged units. Versus just a global gold. And pious could lead to something else as well. I mean, I'm sure both of these could lead to something. I do like the idea of just getting more culture in Rome. Just continue to help build up Rome. 45 signs is less than a turn. You know, we're going to go with this one. That might help a little bit more in the long run. Maybe. We'll see. We got a couple warriors being built. We got a slinger being built. I mean, I don't think it matters moving you all the way back to here because I think you're just dead anyway. So I don't think we get the same type of protections in cities as we do in like a civilization game. Still, I think I'm going to move you back. We'll try and take the heal. I mean, you're probably dead, but at least they have to waste a couple orders on it, presumably. Yeah. I can't believe we lost so much stuff. Pretty rough. You built the hamlets. I do want you to go ahead and get a granary out. Maybe a granary out here that we can surround with farms. Might not be a bad idea. Or maybe over here on the other side of the river that can have 4 farms around. Actually, either one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, either one of these could have 4. Here it could have 5 farms. So maybe that's better. I mean, I don't have the farms yet, to be fair. But I'd still want to get the granary to get our ambition done. CD Messenger. Strange man from an unknown tribe shuffles into your court, looking everywhere but at you. He suggests that unless you are able to demonstrate your magnificence, the Numidians will take everything from you. What do you say? I mean, you're very far away from me, and I'm not really worried about war with you other than my scout. So how about you be gone? I mean, really? Not that scared of you at the moment. Alright, so that's all those. Wait, are we at war with her? We could be at war with her. Ouch. After days of tense private discussion, members of the Fabius family emerged with a decree. They wish for us to wage a righteous war on Egypt. The Egyptians practice the abhorrent law of tyranny, which we must no longer tolerate. The time to take up arms is at hand. Ouch. I mean, I really don't want to be at war with 2 people right now. I feel like that would be very, very painful. Reducing these guys to negative is not so much fun either, to be fair. But let's go with that. I mean, it is what it is. I can't be at war with 2 people right now. Slavery of freedom. Oh, we have enough for 1. We can keep slaves, which will give us more orders. And all cities do get some unhappiness. Not great. Our subjects will be free. All cities plus 2 science per year. I do really, really need the orders, to be fair. But the science is great. And I definitely don't want to deal with the unhappiness. So I think we're going to take freedom and get a decent chunk of science coming in. All right, let's see how bad this, I mean, how quickly they take the city. I mean, it's going to happen, it looks like. It's really just a matter of whether or not we get any units up. No, I guess the slinger is semi-protected. Not by much, though. They're definitely going to take the city. That is for sure. Brother's now ill. I mean, do we just run away, give up the city? And, I mean, we're going to have to. Like, they're taking the city this next turn, I assume. I mean, I could heal this guy. I don't know if it makes any difference. I can also just do an attack here. Try and whittle these guys down a little bit. I don't think it matters. We'll leave the guy here. I mean, I don't think this slinger is going to be able to get very far anyway. We'll leave him here to see what kind of damage we can do, if any. We can't heal because that would end the turn, correct? In theory, so I'm pretty sure it does. So we'll do that, and we'll just take it, I guess. Marriage offer. Marriage proposal is right from Fabius family for Duchess Amelia. So at least this gives us some opinion back, which will get us back slightly positive. So we got one with courage and discipline, and one with just courage. Both of them are heroes. This one's a ranger fighting from trees plus 25%. That's pretty good. This one's honest, so that's where we get the extra discipline from. And we'll take the one that's got a little bit more discipline. That's probably okay. Research. Courthouse, professional army law, volunteers, Byrene. We don't really have any use for that at the moment. Theater squares, obviously more culture is always good. We don't really need the laws here either. I mean, this was the such a suggested one. We might actually need to see what leads to like some more good military stuff. And this down here can lead to composite bows, rhetoric. I don't think rhetoric was one of the options, was it? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's take rhetoric. Because that might be able to lead to the composite bows, which probably needed right now. Alright, so we got another lumber mill here. So we're starting to get a little bit more lumber now, which is definitely good. I do want to get a shrine down over here somewhere that helps. Oh no, the shrine of mining I wanted up that way. That's right. I may sneak up here and do a granary just to help, you know, kind of go that route. Try to get the stuff before I lose all my cities. So yeah, I think I'm going to move you up here. I mean, Mr. Scout, I mean, I don't really know what I want to do with you. We'll just move you around, get some more exploration done. It's a pretty big map. Yeah, poor city. Poor city. I mean, not as huge. I kind of knew they were coming eventually, to be fair. I was hoping I could build up a couple more units before they did, but just didn't quite get there in time. All right, we're going to go to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll watch the fall of Beneventum, and maybe we can then build up enough of military from our other cities to take it back somehow. I don't know. I do think I need to, before I leave, change you over to something better. Yeah, I think I will go ahead and... That's a lot of money. Strength is 4, strength is 5. It's not a lot. Strength is 4. I'm going to have you build a slinger, I guess. I got plenty of food. I can build slingers galore. We're going to move you to the front. How do I do that? There we go. And apparently I could, in theory, rush you, but no, it doesn't look like I have any options actually to rush you. All right, we'll go with that. Get the slinger there. You've got the warrior. You're still doing the treasury, which honestly our money situation is fine right this second. So I think I'm going to have you do another slinger. I'll move that to the front of the line. All right, we'll try and see if we get a little bit of a military to save our bacon here. But I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.